Welcome to another night of Legion. I am your DM, Xanaris, or as some of you may know me as Bad Apple, or some of you may know me now as King Leonidas in the Discord. Here are some of our intrepid players. Say hi, intrepid
Wait.
players.
Hello.
Hi,
You're not
intrepid
King
players.
Leonidas.
He is
This,
Al.
I didn't put that name. Somebody else did.
I changed his
The
name.
only King Leonidas in my heart is Leo.
I mean, that's fair. Actually, shit. I'm actually gonna change that. Talking about our intrepid sorcerer, our clockwork tabaxi, they're not feeling too hot today. They got a few things going on, so they won't be making it in. But I have some things planned. I would like all of you to give me a hand. You see, I've been thinking, maybe a new villain needs to happen. Maybe something scary, something that all of you helped me create. So tonight, to not forego our player, we are going to allow you in chat and all of our players here to help your intrepid DM make a possible BBEG. Well, not a BBEG really, but something that's going to go and give our players a run for their money. So, here are the rules, everybody. Your DM gets the final say. I will not allow you to name it because I've seen what happens when players try to name things, and we're not going to go down that route. But
We would never name it Villain McVillain Face.
oh god, but there's a few other things. One, your villain is level 20 or CR 20. With that being said, we'll pick the type, we'll pick the size, we'll go pick its race, we'll go and get to pick to see if it has any special attacks, all that fun stuff, and all of you will be able to create the weapon of your demise. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. You see, I've been thinking, the Black Tongue God, he works so hard. He does so much to ensure chaos in the world, that if there was an avatar of his walking around, someone, you know, a little bit spooky, maybe he might be worth watching. So tonight, we'll be making an avatar of the Black Tongue God live with all of you here on Legion. So, let me present my players. We have Melanie playing Lonnie. Hi!
Hello.
Francisco as Wilbur.
Hello.
Emily as Rory.
Oh no.
Our beloved guest, Miguel, playing as Gus, a perfectly
Hello.
child wizard.
Human child.
Human child wizard, forgive me.
I
So-
believe it.
I believe it. Believe it indeed. So, with that being said, take a moment, everyone, and before we kind of jump into everything, I'm going to leave you with my editor to talk about all the fun things that we go do here and some of the other ideas that we have kind of floating around and all that. So, please, take it away and have a moment to go and tell everyone what exactly do we do here in Legion.
Absolutely. So, welcome to Frankly I Don't Give a Fork's channel. We do have a plethora of segments that we do offer here. As you know, on Thursdays we have at 7:30-ish p.m. Legion. Tonight, of course, as Daniel explains, a special occasion. And on Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Sundays, we have Maha Mondays, where you can join Fructose Corn Syrup as they play around in Valheim, Minecraft, and other casual playthrough games. Tuesdays we have map making with myself, and we've been using Dungeon Draft to create the maps that are available on Patreon for digital download. There you can download all the maps that are created. We have 10 to 20 different variations of every map with movable NPGs, PNCs. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today.
PNG?
PNGs. Thank you, Miguel. And then we have variations of night, day, winter, fall, and spring. And then we have on Wednesdays, Wednesdays, Mondays and Wednesdays. Thursdays, you know, of Legion. Fridays, we have Watch Us Die segments, which is also a floating segment. Saturdays, we have Francisco's Matanzo Speaks vocals as he's practicing his voiceovers. And the B list, where he plays B-rated games, so you don't have to spend the money on the games. Sundays, Sundays, the second week and the fourth week of every month, we have Something Wicked This Way Comes, where Daniel has his beautiful interview-based segments. Do you want to touch on that, Daniel, and tell them what's coming up?
Only if they pick their thumbs for Something Wicked that This Way Comes. With a drop of blood, we always take a moment to go and speak about the terrible things, the terrible people, the terrible events, and the science behind them. And that's actually been one of my favorite things about it, that everyone has allowed me to put out the science of what happens when you eat another human being. What are the main scientific differences between serial killers and male serial killers, and what causes people to do certain things? It's been a lot of fun. We did a little bit of cryptid disproving last time that we were sitting down, and it was extremely enjoyable, and I love the fact that you guys were there to go and play around with it and to go and watch me be dumb. Also, we are still taking topics. We had a really good one given out to us by one of our followers by the name of Grammel. Grammel has asked us to go and perhaps do a segment on the British royal family, which, mind you, I'm pretty certain that I am now on 5 separate watch lists as I attempted to go and find some information about them. Boy, oh boy, that's a thing. Just go and know that if you decide to go and look at some of the things that we look at, VPNs are great. Just kind of throwing that out there. It's a thing. But we really have started to come into our own, and I am truly beginning to wonder if the FBI agent that watches me on the daily is starting to figure out that I'd either do a podcast or I might be a horror writer or something like that. But it's a thing. But I will go and say, it's 2 times every month. We already have another one that we're working on. But it's been nice. And please, and if you guys have any ideas, anything that's coming to your mind that you're like, hey, I want you to talk about this terrible, evil thing. I so want to talk about this terrible, evil thing for you. And I will take the time to research it, and we will go and do stuff. And if you have any, how can I put it? If you have any scientific articles, I'm very big in scientific academia. So if you have a moment and you want to go and send me some stuff, feel free to do that. Join our Discord, or follow us. And if you were to go follow, don't pay for it. Have Jeff Bezos do it. You can just go and use your Prime button and boop, and join the Legion of Prime as we get inside of this thing and we start watching for our weekly content. With that, Emma, is there anything else that we have to tell them?
A little bit more. Coming soon, Daniel will be coming back with his Sip of Zenaris, reading his 800-page Moby Dick. He has abridged this version to make it less tedious on you guys.
It's about 300 pages, mind you. It's still long as shit.
Have fun with that.
Some other things that are going on, our Patreon, Daniel had mentioned, and I had mentioned earlier, we do have physical merchandise available there as well to be delivered to your address, so be sure to go and check it out. There you can donate from $1 to as much as you want, and we have different tiers with different values, merchandise, and physical and digital merchandise available. Last thing that we have is, if you're on our Discord server, you've probably seen it, that we do have the Kingdom of Two Crowns. It is a strategy strategy RPG game available for our monthly raffle. It is valued at $22.99, and it is by...
And it's actually a really good game, by the way, if you guys haven't played it.
And it's by Nojo Katsuki. So if you're interested, go to our giveaway channel and click the little ta-da emoji, and you'll be entered into it. So it'll pop up when you get whoever wins, and you'll receive a digital stream code in Discord.
Yes. So, with that, please take a moment, sit down, relax, relax. Get yourself something to drink, maybe a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Listen to the sonorous sounds of my voice and allow me to create a villain with you, an avatar of the Black Tongue God here on this plane, since people seem to like playing with things that they don't completely understand. Allow me to give you a guide. So, to start off with, you guys tell me. Is it a monster, or are we gonna go give this thing some levels and classes?
So Miguel threw out as a joke earlier, a baby just born kitten. And do you want to know how you pull something like that off?
You go.
Alien gives very good pointers.
There's that. We could always go and think of maybe the Black Tongue God infecting some poor creature. Keep in mind, and do not forget, the rules. CR20. Whatever this thing is, it's gonna have some real oomph to it. So, if you really want me to go and make something that's xenomorphic that can pop from person to person and begin to transform bodies, let's do that. That sounds fun. But we can always go and think about something else. Anyone in the chat, what are you guys thinking? What would you like me to play to hurt? Because that's what we're making, really. An instrument of punishment.
Bringing up the other idea that was brought up. Did Emily say this? Or this was Miguel and Emily both. Kind of like the Gary Oak of Pokemon, the
Miguel.
rival, where it would be like a rival adventurous group that is similar to us but opposite. And so if we're talking Avatar of Black Tongue God, probably the way you do this is one of those would be the Avatar of the Black Tongue God, who is either like the ringleader or the Shadow King type.
Oh, there's a possibility of that too. I like that idea.
And so then you have something interesting where, well, because Lonnie would be all over a rival. Like, if there's a rival sword fighter in that group, she would be, it doesn't matter if she knows it's a trap, she would be all over that.
I mean, we could even go so far as just to make a fighter, a 20th level fighter. Think about that for 2 seconds.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
How about how that might just go?
That sounds terrifying. But, yeah, so even those two ideas that were tossed out before we started the stream, either of those could do some damage and be
they could
interesting.
do some damage. Wilbur, you've been quiet. Tell me, what would Wilbur find terrifying? What could possibly be underneath Wilbur's bed that if he saw it, he'd say, God almighty, someone save me?
Well, that's actually kind of what I was thinking. Wilbur's kind of sort of an A to B logical thinker, so I think what would weird him out most would be something along the lines of John Carpenter's The Thing. Something that's inherently kind of formless and shapeless, but it could be anything or anyone. Doesn't really follow any logical rules of what we'd call science or magic or whatever. It's just
Also,
shapeless.
I'm beginning to see,
it can be anything and nothing.
I'm beginning to think that maybe this creature is going to be a monster, and this monster is going to be an aberration. What do all of you think?
What if we get the idea of the thing and combine it with the silly when said out loud, but the idea of the rival party where it's only one being that can be many different things. It can change itself into like parallels of the party.
So, are you thinking like changeling kind of style?
No. That's too simple. No. Let's put some blood on that. Not a changeling. You're already dealing with a changeling. No. Let's make something from scratch. Let's do something that can spread like a disease almost when it goes and grabs up folks. I like the idea of the thing, something amorphous, something blobby, something with many tentacles and teeth and mandibles and all that fun stuff.
Or
A
what if
toothy
it's
maul.
some type of creature with tentacles that sprout up, but each tentacle can take a different form,
Oh God.
and
So
each tentacle is its own separate class.
so let's go and do a. Oh Jesus Christ. Let's
You
do a vote.
wanted something to hurt.
That is true. Let's do a vote real quick. Let's go and see what everyone else is thinking. What if- let's put in for Kitty Cat. Let's go and put in Rivals.
One sec. I have to get this up to do the vote.
Let's put in John Carpenter's The Thing.
Give me a second.
Give me a
And
sec
you know
there,
what, on
'cause
that
the
last
poll
one-
is up.
Last one's just all of the above except kitty cat. Or
Last
wait,
one-
it can change into a kitty cat, so it is all of the above.
Last one we can just go and call it Hentai Monster. Let's go and see how that works out.
So the question for the poll.
I think that's a bad name to put on the poll.
Oh, Kitty Cat?
No, the question of the poll. I have to give it a title.
Oh. What type of creature is our creature?
Okay, kitty cat.
Kitty Cat? Rivals?
The thing.
Eldritch Abomination?
You only get one more after that.
We have 3 right now, right?
4.
We have 4.
And the last one, I'm actually gonna go put in as fighter. So I'm kind of curious to see if someone's gonna go and let me really go and put the hurt on this party.
Maybe change the kitty cat option if you can to alien kitty cat because I feel
Alien Kitty Cat.
because I feel like anyone who just sees kitty cat is not going to really get an idea of the
There's only Shane, there's only 5 options because option 6, the DM himself.
So
uh,
the poll will
Daniel appears on the field and we just wail on him.
The poll will close
So now-
in 5 minutes. To access the poll, it'll be at the top of the chat section. You'll see a downwards arrow. Just click on that, and you can select which one you would like.
Good, good. So with that, before we go into that full craziness, let's pick a size. What size is it?
well, I think that depends on what it is. If we say something like an alien newborn kitty cat, that's going to be pretty small.
Do not worry. You.
Oops.
I want you to think outside that box.
It could change.
Tiny, small, medium, large, huge, or gargantuan. What will the size of your demise be?
I don't think I want gargantuan.
Well, again, I think it also depends, like Melanie said, it depends on what it is, which is chosen.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I
I'll make
like.
it work.
Imagine a gargantuan
is-
fighter.
A giant lady.
Giant
Just-
woman!
Oh,
This is
Oh
an
no.
avatar of the god of chaos. And when I think about chaos, I think about no rules, ever changing movement, and so, like smoke and water and like goo.
Oh, no
and,
worries.
And so I think whatever it is should be something that shapeshifts.
Now, would that
So
be...
you could use all of the ideas.
Something that can make the fight itself chaotic.
Something
Yeah.
just like yeah.
Evlix has commented that they feel that something smaller would be much more fun.
Oh, so I feel. You know what? So let's think. Are we going to go
Thing.
for
Like the rabid rabbit.
tiny,
From-
small, or medium?
From
I'll let you guys pick.
Untitled.
We'll cut them down to those 3 things: tiny, small, and medium. Everybody.
Please make a tiny fighter.
Oh my gosh.
Someone Gus-sized.
It looks like a 2-foot tall black knight.
That says you get too big, and then you're getting a bit too, in his head, linear, where there isn't much variety based in movements.
Fair enough.
What
Now,
about? Okay, this is a stupid idea.
There are no such things.
So, have you ever read the book Redwall?
I have not.
Oh, okay. So Redwall is a book about animals. Like all of the animals are talking and have like a culture and a kingdom. And Redwall is an abbey that is run by mostly mice, but other small vermin type creatures. You know, moles and stuff. And
Moles and stuff.
moles and stuff. I know lots of vermin. So one of the main characters is a mouse who finds this ancient sword who you know, it's basically like this great big adventure where the hero goes off to fight the big bad and save the city kind of thing. But all of the characters are animals. And a lot of times the heroes are rodent type animals, and the villains are larger predators like cats, sometimes owls, or you know. And they have clothes and they have weapons and they make like these amazing foods that they eat, and they garden and have houses and stuff. So what I'm thinking is a tiny mouse that is a CR-20 fighter.
That's adorable.
I'm just throwing this out there. Keep in mind. And how are we looking in the poll, by the way?
Fighter came in first place with 4 votes at 57%. Eldritch Abomination came in second place with 29%. Rivals came in at 14% with 1 vote.
Oh no, baby, children, we are making a level 20 fighter. Jesus Christ! Oh no! Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Okay,
Ooh.
so
Okay,
gets
That's,
to attack 20 times per round.
oh my god. Oh, that sounds terrible. I don't even know where to start with that. Holy shit. Okay.
Well,
So level 20 fighter.
First things that we need to start with, someone that has created monsters before, you got to break it down small. We have to start off with, we already have its class. We know it's a fighter. Before we get into like legendary actions and stuff like that, the really cool stuff.
Oh yeah, we're not even close. Yeah.
Oh, I understand. We do need to get the basic stuff down. So race, we have the size. We were saying small. What is the race?
Oh, so are we making small or are we making tiny or medium?
Oh, I don't know. What did you say, Melanie?
A mouse.
Tiny?
We're making a tiny level 20 fighter. Whew.
I'm loving
Oh,
it.
And if we're gonna make a villain, at least make it a rat. Mouse is too cute.
You know, let's not
Make it a-
stereotype mice and
It
rats.
could be an ugly
Okay,
mouse.
there are some very nice rats out there.
I
Yeah, but I don't like any of them.
And it doesn't matter to you which we choose.
So, I will say that we are making a tiny level 20 fighter. Jesus. Okay.
So this thing
This-
is going to be able to, like halflings and gnomes, be able to move it through our spaces unprovoked.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
on the size alone, we probably know that it's very fast.
Yes.
We probably know that it's extremely hard to hit.
Yes.
And it can take cover behind anything. Like you said, it can pretty much freely move through anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we have that,
Oh.
oh my god. let's oh Jesus Christ. Let's I don't- what race is this little monster going to be?
Well, with the new book of Tasha that just came out, it could literally be anything that you create.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Well,
just
keep in
go
mind, it's not
all
it's
in
not what
and
I'm
make it a mouse, an actual mouse. That's its race.
How about anybody in the chat? Anyone in the chat thinking about
Ev says, and I'm gonna butcher this.
An axolot.
Axolotl.
the sea creature? Wait, am
That's
am
how
I
you say it.
thinking?
It's a
A little thing, fishy.
also
duck.
known as the Mexican walking fish. It's a
so-
salamander.
But that would mean it's aquatic then, because they don't survive out of water.
No, I can make this work. I can make this work.
It wears the fishbowl.
Oh,
You're
oh
right.
my god.
Adults remain aquatic and gilled.
Oh, this is the strangest looking thing I've seen in a while.
Isn't it adorable?
Yeah, it is
So,
really cute.
so as long as you keep them in water, they don't change from their like fleshy form. But if they're out of water for too long, they kind of evolve and don't look so pink and fresh. I'm not
What?
sure what that like stage is called.
Oh god.
Well,
Okay.
that could be. I'm looking at Tasha's stuff right here. Chameleon aura, right there. What you're talking about. Where? Sorry.
Forgive me. I'm looking at photos of this.
So Evlex says, in water, one set of abilities, out of water, give it another.
Oh yeah, that's a good
And
idea.
I
You
love
see,
that.
this is
I love that.
oh boy.
I'll be
You
right
see,
back.
but there's also a problem. Axolotls can regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
they
God.
can.
Okay. If that's the way that the cookie has crumbled,
And,
do we
Animals that regenerate don't do that instantly, just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying that it would, but not
we're
only
not-
has it become
not
extremely
dealing
hard
with-
to hit.
With Piccolo here.
Not yet. Give it a second. So, oh wait, we're missing a player. Let's not go too crazy until we get her back.
One thing I want to check out
Oh.
is Axolotl D&D Beyond. I wonder if someone has statted this thing out before.
Oh, see if you actually find something. Yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, hello.
Dragon Quest has.
I found a homebrew thing called a Mudborn.
A Mudborn.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that in.
Hi,
In our
baby.
chat.
Hello, my little person. How are you?
Mudborn. I'm already sold.
Mudborn.
Of course, I give you the opportunity to go and make something terrifying and weird, going with a tiny.
Oh, they're
Lizard person.
adorable.
I kind of regret that joke I made at the beginning about baby kitten.
You shouldn't. I'm looking at axolotl pictures and I love them all.
I know. Okay, so let's actually take Mudborn traits since they've actually statted it out for it.
I found the best picture.
Let me see. Let me
Ooh.
see.
Oh, I'm gonna post it in the Discord.
Good.
Ooh, where can someone go and post this? Ah, there it goes, Mudborn. Okay, so let's go and tell the world. What are we looking at, everybody? So Mudborn. Mudborn traits. Abilities score increase. Your Constitution score increases by 2. Size. Mudborn average at about 2 feet tall. This one is actually going to be smaller than that. He's a little bit smaller than normal. Aquasense. blind sight, and
There
a
you go.
30-foot radius underwater.
in
Superior
general.
dark vision. Exceptional immune system. Precious face.
Oh my
Your
god.
face is simple and cute, making it difficult to instill fear in others. You have disadvantage on charisma intimidate checks.
That makes sense. Oh my gosh.
Regeneration. Due to your interesting DNA, even heavy blows don't leave you with nothing left. As an action, you can regenerate your body. When you activate this ability, you heal 1d6 plus con mod of hit points. This amount of healing increases 2d6 at 4, yada yada yada. And, oh, I'm sorry. It will increase to 7d6 at 19th level. Jesus. Okay.
Sunlight sensitivity, though. You have disadvantage on attacks and wisdom perception checks that rely on sight when you, the target of the attack or whatever you are trying to perceive in direct sunlight.
So, okay, I'm okay with that. So they have different types: a
Shame we're
Dalmatian,
going
an
to the
Imperial,
underdog.
a Mossy, a Nightmare, and a Rogue. So the Dalmatian, let's see. You get a dexterity increase, static slime, and
Night
energetic.
2 will be right back.
So
Imperial, charisma
Go
scoring
ahead, go ahead.
increases, flare slime, and a friendly face. Mossy, ability wisdom, toxic slime, medically inclined. Nightmare, acidic slime, and thick skin. Rose, intelligence increase, frost slime, and research addiction. I'll let you pick what type of mudborn you're dealing with directly.
I think we should wait for Melanie to get back to that.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Are we taking over all of the Mudborn traits?
Yes. And what's Evelyn saying? It's perfect. Also, we have a base now. Let me make it OP. My goal is to get someone killed with this. Jesus Christ. Evelyn, if you only knew, because once we start putting class levels on this thing, Jesus H Christ, it's whew.
Monsters don't get classes.
This isn't a monster.
Oh, so it's not going to
Oh.
be getting legendary actions?
This is a race, so it's.
Oh
a
no, this
people.
is a race. We're giving this bad boy class levels. It's a fighter.
Oh.
It gets 20 levels. A fighter. Yeah. Yeah. You heard me. You like that? Because it feels delicious just saying it out loud.
Gus is going to show up and look at this thing and be like, "Oh, I bet I could make a quick buck selling this thing," and then it's going to stab him, and he's going to die.
Which
It's
talking
going
about-
to stab him, and it's not going to stop stabbing him.
No, and at that level, it will have quite a few heroic surges. So not only will it stab you to death, it will actually be able to do it 3 times over, most likely. Jesus Christ.
And then it'll spit on my corpse.
And then, yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like it will just kind of slime all over you and be like, "Arr." Give me one. I was messing around with glitter, and glitter is literally a STD of the crafts world.
Stay tuned for our next stream where Daniel takes us to Arts and Crafts World.
Arts and
Art-
crafts world.
Arts and Crafts with the DM.
I want you to know that I'm trying to think of a damn voice for this thing, and
Oh.
I'm having difficulties.
I just keep thinking of what's the name of those monsters from World of Warcraft that look like fish people? They just go like that.
I
Wait.
forget. Like I used to know, but
Wait.
I forget.
Wait. I just
Wait, Murloc. Thank you, Evlex.
Thank you, Ed.
the avatar was created by those fish creatures that if they believe in something hard enough, they can make it. What are they called? They're a D&D monster. Shit.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what they're called. I'm going to use Google to find out.
By the power of Google.
Kuatoa, I have found this creature's people. The Kuatoa. The Kuatoa believed in it so much they have created this avatar of our Dark Master. Which of course was a tiny axolotl. Fighter.
You're right. Kuotoa.
Oh god. This is escalating so quickly.
You knew it would.
Patron deity. Blibdul Poopled. I don't think I even said that right.
Yes, oh god. Mudborn. Let's go with Mudborn. It can
Mudborn.
regenerate missing limbs. So, let's give our creature a little bit of backstory. This avatar of the Black Tongue God has been created by the union of minds of the sheer power of belief of the Kuatoa. A small little group of creatures that somehow managed to learn about the Black Tongue God. And they believed in it so much that all they could think about was creating something that could protect them, something that could fight for them. A fighter. A being of pure chaos. A Mudborn nightmare. So we'll be making it a Mudborn nightmare. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And your face of concentration is bewildering. I love it. What are you thinking about?
I'm typing this all out.
Oh.
Yes. I'm just watching the screen
Ev
like that's
says, what if the lost limb can have a mind of its own as well and attack on its own?
Oh no.
And then
So,
I'll keep on secret just in case. But who knows? That could be a great idea. You know, if all of a sudden you manage to chop off a little tiny hand
That means
and is able to pick up one of his little daggers.
That means he would have to have psychic abilities.
What do you guys think?
I say why
We'll
not?
hold off on it for now.
I feel
But
like the speed is too low. According to the document that we found for Homebrew, that's what the speed is for Mudburn. Do we want to change it? Because walking it's 25. I haven't found the swimming yet, which I imagine is going to be a lot.
25 walking speed is like normal small thing speed.
Yeah.
I would
use
go
it.
and say let's
We're
pick
not
up-
creating Speedy Gonzalez here.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll create we'll go and say that the walking speed is 25, but I would like his swimming speed to be 40, please.
Okay.
I feel it's a dexterous little monster. So we have begun to go into the darker territories. So where are we at, Em? What else we putting in this monstrosity?
Still copying
So-
over stuff from the Mudkips, so not Mudkips.
So-
Jesus.
Patunas,
God,
they
it
are
is
water
mudkip.
creatures. Yes, they are water creatures. Now the good thing about that is that I actually figured out a way to go and fix that. Our little tiny creature is going to have a magical item, and that magical item is going to help it to go and breathe on land, and it's going to look kind of like a little bit of a fishbowl that's on top of its little head. Part of its armor, really. Something that the Kuatoa thought about to make sure that he stays hydrated.
Good call on that.
Was that it?
I just said good call on that.
Yes, fantastic. And we won't go into magical items because I'll do that. I'll take care of magical items because I don't want you to have all the fun with it. So
So we need to go over condition immunities, some other sensors it might have, resistances, vulnerabilities.
Can you share that document with me? Would I be able to look at it?
It is in the Discord under the links to players.
Oh. So some of you may not know this, but your DM is an idiot.
Send it to you.
I know that you guys probably going to think that I'm like part of what they do techno-wise here. I'm not. I'm literally that asshole. I can't get inside the chat, guys. I've been trying to get inside the chat and I don't know how to push the button properly.
I DM'd it to you.
You did, and you're very sweet.
I'm not being sweet to you, I'm being sweet to Emily. Emily's got enough stuff on her plate.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so damage resistances. I would say that
I would say underwater it would have resistance to bludgeoning.
because they are rather squishy. Damage resistance to bludgeoning.
Underwater or
all around. Damage
Probably
immunities.
damage resistance to cold.
Damage resistance to cold. Damage vulnerabilities. I'm actually going to say fire.
Would electricity also fall under that?
Then let's go for electricity.
What about water? Or water type
Well-
attacks? Are water type attacks a thing?
What if it's salt water attacking a freshwater?
Oh.
I think the Kuatoa with their weirdness. would
Patuna
probably
says that they are tropical creatures. I would say cold resistances.
So the tropical.
And then Evelix says, screw logic, I want them dead.
Oh Jesus!
Someone's out for blood.
Ev was the perfect person to have in chat for this conversation, just FYI.
So, Evalex, I want you to know I don't know you personally, but I feel like you and I we're vibing right now. And Petunas, thank you very much. I like your thought pattern. Okay, so damage immunities. I'm not gonna say that it's immune to anything in particular. Let's not give it any damage immunities.
I think resistance would be the sleep spells.
It would be resistance to sleep, and I would also like it to be resistant to charm.
What about poison? For some reason, I always think that water entities should be something poison.
I mean, that's up to you guys if you want it to be even worse. Oh, and I do want it to be
Make it immune to everything.
But I do want it to be completely immune to polymorph spell or spell-like effects.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anything
Yeah,
that would
I get
change
that.
its shape.
Mm-hmm. You see, this creature was thought of by the consistent minds of little monsters.
Ev
Why would it wanna
also
change?
says resistant to force damage for the same reason as bludgeoning.
Ooh, resistance to force damage. I like it.
Makes sense.
Force F.
Holy shit, guys! This thing is getting worse and worse the more we go into it.
Did you expect anything else though?
No, I didn't think it would go this fast. I was like,
Let's give it a gun.
I think I have one more thing for vulnerabilities.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it should be vulnerable to piercing damage.
Sure.
you know what?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Piercing damage, and Petunas is
Slashing?
mentioning, what about necrotic or psychic damage?
Why?
I would go and say that it would take damage from necrotic and psychic.
Were you
since
saying
it's-
it's resistant to that?
No, I'm not gonna say it's resistant.
Oh, okay.
But what do you guys think? If you guys still need, if we made it resistant to necrotic, why? Or if we made it resistant to psychic, why? Remember, this is your creation with me.
I don't
enjoy
think
it.
really makes sense if it's a fighter for it to be resistant to these things unless there's another reason behind it.
Excuse me for a
And-
moment.
Sure.
No worries.
I think that we don't want to add too much to both of these lists because if it should have some things that it just takes normal damage from.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll leave necrotic and psychic.
I
Um,
know
But what about piercing and slashing?
I put those on, I believe, is what you said to do, right?
yes. Piercing and slashing. It takes damage from
Did I
that
not-
normally.
Piercing?
Yes.
Oh, I did not put slashing.
Normally or vulnerability?
No. It takes damage. So no
Oh,
vulnerabilities.
so no.
Oh, okay. I
It is
see
not
piercing
vulnerable.
under resistances.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we originally said.
Okay.
I'm
I thought
pushing
we
for
were.
vulnerability.
I thought we were saying that it would have a vulnerability to piercing and slashing.
Oh, we're doing vulnerabilities. One sec.
You've already got.
What, sorry?
Yeah, vulnerabilities.
You've already
up top
got
on the list.
vulnerabilities
Oh,
up there.
thank you.
So, what else do they got here? Everlex, can we give it a shadow as well? A feeling of forebrooding.
Now, one thing in the Mudkip document said that they were unable to do Fear Aura because of its appearance and size
You
and
know-
stature.
You know what I will say? We're gonna give it a special ability on something.
Is
We'll
this-
get to that.
oh,
well- You know what? Go to special abilities because I want to throw this out there. We've all seen what happens when the Black Tongue God is called.
mhm.
So, what if our avatar of the Black Tongue calls onto the Black Tongue? Maybe giving it a or give him a buddy. I'll work on that one. We won't actually put that in here, but I've already got some ideas for a little crew that's going to be with.
My
With-
thought was maybe, like, if he called on the Black Tongue God and the Black Tongue God took over his shadow and puppeted the shadow and used the shadow to help him attack or whatever, help them.
That could work. How about giving it the best magical item in the game, the Rod of Wonder? Jesus Christ! You guys want like a TPK, or did you just want one of them dead? Like, holy hell!
Kat, when I invited you to join the stream, this is not what I invited.
I actually have a terrible idea.
Evelix says, phase 2 of the fight, he transforms into a rogue.
No TPK. But then you have an idea.
I know you said not to name them, but what if we were to name the creature Evelix and the shadow Petunas? So that's like our viewers are literally killing the players and their characters.
I mean, I would be down for killing Ev.
Evlex and Petunas. Evlex, would you like to be the name of this abomination that we are creating? And Petunas, would you like to be its shadow? The creatures that will go and spell demise for at least one of them.
Evelix is losing their mind a little bit.
And Petunas, aka the Rod of Wonder, just wild magic in item form. Let me sit on that one, Petunas, because I think I have an idea of what you're thinking, but I don't want to share that. Let's just go with what we're creating. Let's make it first, and then we'll work with some of the magical items. But I like that idea though, because I mean, Jesus Christ, God, this thing's getting worse and worse. I have no problem becoming deaf. Well, all of you, welcome to the beginning of your end. The avatar of the Black Tongue God, Evlex, and its shadow compatriot, Petunas. Good God, that's a thing.
So,
Jesus Christ.
idea that I have,
Yeah.
we could do something like constrict, because you were playing around with it being like slimy and like oozy almost. We could do something like Constrict where it's almost like a melee attack where they have like 10 feet reach or 5 feet reach, whatever, to hit a character, and then it's effectively grappled.
Another way we could do that is, this is basically an amphibian, yes?
Mm-hmm.
They do produce mucus off of their skin, so it could be like it's producing like glue.
Yeah.
Imagine that it would be rather difficult to, if you could catch the thing, to hold on to it.
Oh, so
would
we're
probably
gonna
be
make it
naturally
immune to
slippery, so-
grappling. Oh,
yeah.
you guys
It's
just
not
making
immune
this
to,
thing
it's
worse.
not immune to grapple. It's the slippery and turning to glue substance underwater would not make it immune. Above water, it could have a difficulty because underwater it wouldn't.
Grapple
You
resistance.
could still grapple something that's slippery.
Yeah.
And if you don't
That's
believe me,
true.
watch Turkish oil wrestling.
Maybe has advantage against grapple
That would
checks,
That makes sense.
something like that.
And also, I thought of, we said no fear aura, but maybe this thing produces a stench so bad that it causes a nauseating aura.
You're gonna die. That's it. This
Yep.
is our end, and we helped create it.
work.
Yes. Con saves for everyone, says Evlex.
So we could say a slime constrict. I would say that would have to be a legendary action, personally.
That
Yeah,
would
something like
be a
that, yeah, I
legendary
agree.
action, yes.
We'll figure out how to word this later and what.
Slime constrict, you could call it slime strict, or
No, I mean like
Slime
Slime.
strict.
No, I mean like the reach it has, the hit that you need, the grapple, the escape that you need.
Petunas, you're absolutely right. All we have to do is not die. That's
So
it.
Petunas, I will recite this to you. If the radiance of 1,000 suns were to burst at once in the sky, that would be the splendor of the mighty one. On seeing this form, Arjuna was terrified and asked, "Tell me who you are." Kalo Ashmi Loka Kishvaya. I am Death, the destroyer of worlds. Yes. For this is what we are creating. Good God. This is getting so bad.
Let's see.
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
let's take another look at this abomination against all things good.
I would say that it would
you
have
know-
to have natural armor.
You know what? Before we get there, let's actually go and give this thing some stats. We haven't given it any stats, have we?
Not yet.
So I'm gonna go and say it's probably not the strongest of creatures.
I'd say that's its dump stat. It's probably
As a
more of
matter
a
of fact.
dexterous fighter.
I would go and
Max
say that we're gonna
dex,
go and
says
give it. We're gonna
Evelyn.
go and give it let's give it a 10. You know what? No, I would like to give it a 9 on strength.
It
For
is
shits and
also
giggles.
a tiny creature too.
Evlex says max dex.
Now dexterity, we
Triple
will be giving it
dex.
a 20.
Dexterity, you said?
Dexterity is a 20. Constitution, because of it being so terrifying.
Is
I would
may
And
actually-
here, the cops coming after you, Danny,
May I,
Did you hear the
for
police?
helping create this creature.
may I
Um,
ask the dex that's 20, is that because it has added bonuses onto it, or
Mm-hmm.
so should I put it as 18 and then put the bonuses down below into here?
No,
Because
the
it's
creature,
double.
the creature. Let's give it the 20, and then whatever gets added onto it from its pluses.
Okay.
Constitution, it is a squishy thing. But it's not a little pipsqueak either. So let's.
It's a tiny pipsqueak. It is a very squishy tiny pipsqueak. Don't try to make this worse than it is.
Let's go with what do you guys think? Like average con? What does the chat think? Average con. Let's give it a
Evelyn,
14
the
in
chat
con.
is actually saying average con.
What you thinking? 14, 13?
Well, average is 10. That is what an average civilian
Average is 10?
Yeah, Evelyn
that's
says
good.
9, 10, or 11.
You know what? I'm down to give it a. Let's give it. I like 13.
Evelyn and Petunas are saying 13.
Intelligence, it is a little bit smarter than the average bear, so I wanted to go and have a. Let's give it a 14. Now, wisdom. You see, the scary thing about creatures that are created by gods is that they.
Is this created by a god, or has this been attuned to by a god?
Who knows? All you know is that it is an avatar of a dark creature.
Well, I figured since we were creating it, we would have a little bit more knowledge.
That's fair. I think we're gonna go with an 18 wisdom.
Jesus Christ! He knows not to put tomato. He knows that tomatoes are fruits.
He's pretty wise. Charisma. So what does what is the chat
fucking
thinking?
adorable.
It's cute as
That's
fuck.
what Evelyn's is saying, like max charisma because it's cute as fuck.
So
Oh boy.
Evelyn's is saying max charisma.
I'm going to actually give you all a choice that was never given to your DM. What would you like your number to be in its charisma?
Well, they've already claimed what it should be.
It's cute. So it should be high.
They're saying 25.
25?
That's too much. Right.
A natural thing that you can give is a 1 through 18 without any bonuses.
How about this?
How about you pick up a die and just
We're gonna.
roll it?
You sure?
No. But do it anyway.
Okay.
Roll a
They are now
D100.
raising it to 30 with all of that,
Dirty.
I say get the die out before we let Evelex and Petunas kill us.
I will get dice. Allow me a moment.
Rory is going to want to adopt this if you make it super cute.
That's its strategy. It's too adorable to fight.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god! It's
rolled
killed
14.
Gus. He's dead.
You got a 14?
I rolled 14. I don't know if that's what Daniel wants to go with, but because maybe Daniel wants to roll it. But actually, what I did, because this is boss, I rolled a d20 and a d6
Nice.
and added them.
Melanie rolled. Did you want to take Melanie's roll, or did you want to roll Daniel?
I just was
Okay.
doing something for fun.
He didn't hear you.
Oh.
Well,
Melanie
happened?
rolled for charisma. Do you want to take Melanie's, or do you want to do yours?
What did you
Let's
roll
see.
for charisma?
You're not
I rolled
allowed
a
to
14.
know. You're not allowed to know. No.
And now what I'm doing
Evlex is
is
threatening
I'm
to riot.
rolling. That's set up. What I'm doing is I'm rolling a d20 and a d6 since this is a boss.
Okay.
Oh, that roll was an 18.
How about a deal, Evlex? If you want max charisma, then you have to sacrifice that max dex.
What I'm going to say is, I'm going to roll a d20 and a +6. Let's take a look at what we get.
Mistake. That's what you get. A mistake.
Ooh.
Just roll a 26.
No. A 25.
Oh, close.
Jesus Christ.
Did you actually roll a 20 on a D20?
25. Because chaos has now
It's
begun to reign.
adorable.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
So, let's see. For,
Wait, give me a
for-
second.
For us to be able to import this into D&D Beyond, it's going to have to be an 18 plus the bonuses to be able to import it.
Okay, we'll make it work. But
I think
But-
that 20 is the highest you can do, not 18.
No, you can only naturally get a 1 through 18, and then you can have bonuses added in. That's what I'm pretty sure it was for when creating characters in D&D
oh
Beyond.
my god.
So if you want
Yeah,
any
but-
extra bonuses, you have to add them in as.
This-
you-
We'll work with it. That's fine. But
That-
is no
that's
one gonna
fine,
go and
that's
talk about
fine.
how I just rolled a fucking 25? Like seriously? Like I feel
No.
hot in the face and everything right now.
No,
I ain't saying shit.
I'm like, Spatunas, chat, help me, they're being mean.
We are only as mean to you as you are to us.
That's fine.
I heard the cat.
but correct me if I'm wrong, Melanie. The only way that you can get to a 20 is because you have the bonuses added on, the racial bonuses added on to get it boosted.
I love the both of you as well.
As
Thank you
far
very much.
as I'm aware, in 5e,
So good.
and I want to be extremely clear, I'm not like trying to rules lawyer or argue with you or anything.
don't think like that. What's on your mind?
This is a lot me just like, I think I know the way it is, and if I don't, I want to be wrong. I want to know why I'm wrong, you know?
Sure.
So if I'm correct, I think that 20 is the highest you can go naturally, but when you're creating a character, a player character, you can't go higher than
Oh, no.
16?
What I'm
maybe?
saying, when you roll your dice, you roll 4d6 and you drop the lowest one. The highest you literally can get is an 18.
It's okay. We can do some magic fuckery
Well,
with an item.
yes, but when you level, certain levels give you an ability point bonus.
Oh yes, I'm saying that's where we're going to have to put
And,
all those extras into ability points. We won't be able to transfer it into D&D
Oh
Beyond.
no.
Oh,
no,
okay. I
darling.
see what,
no,
I see what
no.
you're saying.
No. I'll be making a magical item for that because he's a fighter. He's getting his feats. Don't you worry. It's all good. We'll take care of that. Because a fighter without feats is like bread without butter. It's like lasagna without cheese. Don't you take this away from me. You wanted a tiny little thing. Well, you got one.
Well,
Got
depending
one.
Depending on bread, you don't necessarily need butter. Just saying.
I like butter. What do you guys think?
I think we created an adorable nightmare.
Yes.
Did you
I mean,
know
it is
And
a
that's my album
nightmare,
that?
nightmare Mudborn, so it,
Did you know
Yes.
that fighters at level 20 get 4 attacks?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
And
And that's not
How
even
many
take...
heroic surges?
Wait, is that taking 4 attacks and then they also get their bonus action of second weapon attack?
If they're doing two weapon fighting, which it's so odd that you figured that out because I was thinking he might just be a swashbuckler.
And then
Know what
if
I'm
I
saying?
knew
And
I
then-
knew that he was going to be. I was picturing this thing with swords, and I was hoping you were gonna say it was gonna have swords.
Well,
Um,
looking at this, so he gets 5 attacks right now. But then if he takes the feat extra attack, he gets 6.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. Holy shit.
wait, I'm gonna pull up Lonnie's.
EPK?
You know what's gonna be
Okay.
really scary when this thing goes and gets one of you alone, and you guys are just like, "Oh, what are you, little thingy?"
Oh, this thing is gonna kill Lonnie. I'm just telling you right now.
Oh, would another vulnerability be fire? Oh, we already have fire. Got it.
I was, I'm thinking of,
Fire bad.
of some type of voice for this thing. I am evil.
You sound like Meatwad.
Or maybe I'd make it sound like Bane from the Dark Knight Rises, just to be really spooky.
No one cared who I was until I grabbed the rapier.
He's really tiny, but he has a super deep voice.
Exactly, just
My name is Eldritch,
Now,
the avatar of your destruction.
God.
what are you?
Now, what fighting style is it going to have?
What to
Two-weapon
reverse?
fighting, of course.
He said
Actually-
swashbuckler. Was that actually a fighting style, or is that just the idea?
That's a rogue thing.
That is a rogue
But
thing.
in
What I'm
concept, you know, just...
Evlex
Yeah.
says, "Give it sentinel feet."
Oh, God.
Oh,
Let
God.
them go
God,
That's
nowhere.
scary.
Oh, God.
y'all just brutal, Jesus.
Sentinel's no joke.
Nope.
Okay, let's take a look at this thing real quick. And fighting style. Go up to level 20, because I got a little thing here to kind of help me with that too.
Make sure
So-
you go on D&D Beyond with all the homebrew stuff that I've included.
I'm thinking,
If it's an
what do you
action
guys
shoot.
think? Would you like to maybe make it a dueler? Great weapon fighting.
If
Or
it's-
one of my favorites, superior technique. I kind of like superior technique.
If it's a great weapon fighting, then it won't be able to do its 2-weapon fighting if that's what you wanted.
Nah, let's give it superior technique.
Tiny little fish boy with a giant axe.
The martial arts type, we can make it into a champion. Oh boy, this is getting bad. The more we put into this, holy fuck.
We could stop.
Yep.
We could just stop.
He's already dead. He's already dead.
Petuna says, "Make it an unarmed monk with that dexterity."
Oh,
Fist of
God.
Fists
fury.
of furry.
Fist of furry.
I'm gonna keep saying furry. Sorry, Platunas. You're screwed.
Okay.
It's furry now.
No,
Mr.
no, no,
Curry.
no, no. Let's save fighter, because if we go into monk, then it's gonna be a TPK. Like we all know that
Oh.
there'll be nothing left.
So-
Daniel, it's going to be a TPK already.
It'll have blades of furry.
Okay, so what do you think its first feat should be?
Let's give it the extra attack from
Yes.
a DM point of view.
Extra attack?
Okay, so I know that Lonnie can attack 3 times using her bonus action as an attack. I can't remember why she can do that.
That's how all characters are. Everyone in D&D.
All characters can do that?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I've never actually played a fighter myself, and I'm looking at this. And since when can fighters do spells?
Oh, yeah.
They always
Yeah.
did
Oh,
in
yeah.
5th
It depends
edition.
on what kind of fighter.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Miguel.
don't like this. I don't like.
I don't
I
know
don't
if
like
they could
this.
in 3.5. I never played as fighter in 3.5.
I don't remember
Yeah,
them doing it in
there's-
3.5.
You had to really hunt them down, but they could.
Okay.
I mean,
It wasn't
that's where you're
simple
going to
being
get and remember, let us not go and forget one of my favorite classes, because of the tomfoolery that they can commit. Let me take a look at it
Mean-
real quick. I think
mean
it
murder?
is. No, what is it called again?
Eldritch Knight.
No, no. I think it is Eldritch Knight. Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
it is
that's-
Eldritch
I'm
Knight.
looking at it in the book right now.
Yes, Eldritch Knight. That is a
Oh,
whole bunch
okay.
of tomfoolery.
You're
So,
right.
With Eldritch Knight, which you guys are going to be meeting one of those very, very soon. That's actually the thing as well.
Cyrus.
I don't want to.
Daniel?
So we will definitely be giving it the Sentinel feat.
Yes, producer, you have said something.
I'm starting to convert it into into D&D Beyond.
Nice.
Okay.
Evlex is cheering.
I'm gonna have to make homebrew race. Dang it.
Oh, God, this thing's gonna be atrocious. Holy Jesus.
D&D Beyond. Maybe someone made a Mudkips, or not a Mudkips.
In my head, it's Mudkip
It's
now.
a Mudkip.
Mudkip,
I hope someone made a Mudkip, but they probably wouldn't.
I
have
heard
made
you
it
like
for-
them.
Well, how do
I
you
hate you.
know?
You never
I
seen
like
that
turtles.
meme? I heard you like my Gibbs.
What is this thing called? Dang it.
Mudborn?
Mudborn, thank you. Races.
What fighting style did you give it?
I am going to give it. Its fighting style is actually going to be superior technique. And
Where's that?
martial.
Where is that?
That is a homebrew thing.
Well,
Oh wait!
Oh,
Oh wait!
okay.
No! Oh, then, wait.
You're epic.
Let's give it a. Wait. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, man.
in the player's handbook, we have archery, defense, dueling, great weapon fighting, protection, and 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, in D&D Beyond, we have so many homebrews.
D&D Beyond, we have too much.
I was gonna go and say we have homebrewed this thing pretty bad. Let's see if maybe I'm able to knock it down a little bit. Well, not sure if you guys heard that, but let's see.
How about we make it blind?
That actually makes a
And-
lot of sense because in water they have dark that they are not able to see. They're only able to tell shadows.
Let's make it blind and deaf.
I actually would like to make this thing a battle master.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this thing a battle master.
Oh, you really wanted to give it that combat superiority, huh?
We're gonna make it a battle master. So, combat superiority, please. And let's get into the battle master maneuvers when we get a chance,
If you
because
can- if you can type that into the document since I'm working on melding the race.
Oh, sure. Oh crap! I lost it because
I got
there
it.
we go. Okay, thank you. Combat superiority. Wonderful. Holy Jesus Christ.
Oh, maneuvers.
We'll come back and write a description later.
Tuna says this looks kind of strong for level 8. For level 8,
Oh, they wouldn't be fighting it right now. I'm not. I'm cruel, but I'm not wicked either. This is something that will pop up much later.
Well, actually, that being said, you know when I did my campaign with you, JoJo, and everyone, and my merm people, they were level 19. And you guys took 7 points of damage between all of you fighting it? And that was a swarm? Like I say, use D&D Beyond. The converter, they take in every possibility that you are able to do to every character attack, and they match it up with the creature. That's why
Well,
it's,
I mean, keep in mind, it has to hit you.
that doesn't.
If you can avoid it, you can avoid it. If you go and you manage to magic the shit out of it, you can still magic the shit out of it. There's a way to skin every monster, really. Nothing's untouchable. And plus, it also gets pluses to its armor class because of it being tiny.
and
It's
also
a
having
tiny little
natural
thing.
armor.
Also having some natural armor. Because this is squishy boy.
I'm only going to create one race and not create sub-races, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
I
That's
don't
fine.
want to have to create a sub-race.
Don't do that. No. But this is a one-time, one thing. Yeah. Which I would have never made on my own because I would have never in a lifetime thought of making a tiny axolotl creature of death. You've literally made a small version of General Grievous, and it's quite funny. I'm not even sure.
I'm sorry, how many limbs do you think these things have? They don't have 8 limbs.
Not yet.
Stop it!
It doesn't.
Stop it, Daniel!
This is an avatar of chaos. It can have however many limbs the Black Tower have.
Stop it!
It just has its
Stop it, Melanie!
It just has its, I promise. It just has its two. I promise.
Did the toy maker get to it?
So
Oh, Jesus Christ, I hope.
No,
I don't know.
Daniel, no!
I don't know if you've looked at maneuvers yet. I kind of like Goading Attack and Sweeping Attack.
So I'm actually looking at them right now, and I will go and tell you some of my favorites. So for battle maneuvers, Disarming Attack is probably one of my favorites.
I was thinking about that.
One other thing too that I was thinking is Evasive Footwork to give it that extra AC, because why not? Just to be
That's-
awful.
Yeah.
And one thing that I actually really like, and it helps a lot with Sentinel, Maneuvering Attack.
I haven't looked at that one yet.
Maneuvering Attack allows you to deal extra damage to a target and move an ally at the cost of their reaction. Their movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity, so you can effectively save an ally's life by disengaging them off their turn. Then we also have Precision Attack, which is very sexy.
Would
I
it
think we
have
should
allies that are not its shadow?
Probably, I don't think so. We'll see. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with this thing just yet. Precision Attack is also one of my favorites. Adding your superiority die to an attack roll allows you to hit extremely evasive opponents, overcome disadvantage, and more reliable damage dealing. Repose, keep in mind, only works melee. You use your reaction and a superiority die to make an attack against a foe that misses you with a melee attack, which is also great. And Trip Attack is actually one of my favorites. Now, the problem with Trip Attack, though, is since it's a little thing, can a tiny creature trip someone?
I wasn't sure about that.
Probably not without getting squished.
The reason why I was going for sweeping was the same reason why you said evasive footwork. I was thinking very fast. Maybe it's not that it makes one big sweep, but that it dashes so quickly that it can hit 2 at once.
I like that. I kind of like the idea of this little thing skittering around and between everyone's legs, cutting the inside of a thigh, hitting an Achilles tendon, jumping on someone's back and stabbing them in the neck.
Daniel, choose 2 proficiencies, or everyone choose 2 proficiencies. And
I was gonna say, you guys tell me what proficiencies would you like for this monster to have?
Acrobatics, animal handling, athletics, history, insight, intimidation, perception, and survival.
I feel like you gotta
Acrobatics?
have acrobatics.
Okay, and the second one.
Intimidation.
Actually, yeah.
Let's give it intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay, fighting style is...
Because it's like,
technique.
you think it's all cute and cuddly, and then it's like, I am the avatar of the god of chaos.
That's the thing, like it has no abs, it's got no muscles, it's literally got like a little pop belly type thing when it stands up on its hind legs. It's just like, and I could already see Rory already. Oh, it's so cute. No, just like,
And everyone's like, no, back away, back away.
Is it... You said it was Battlemaster, correct?
yes.
Okay. Ability score, improve.
We're giving it a defeat, baby. No ability
Feat.
scores.
Okay. And first feat we're taking is...
What kind of weapon is it using?
I'm gonna say it's using a dexterity-based weapon, so something like short swords, rapiers, things like that.
Is it dual wielding?
Yes.
dual wielder.
You Wait,
let's
did you pick a fighting style?
Not yet. The whoops, go back. Not yet.
So, two-weapon fighting is good because it allows you to add your ability modifier. Usually you can only add it to that first attack, but when you use your bonus action, you're not supposed to add your ability modifier to that attack. But
Okay.
two-weapon fighting lets you use your modifier on your second attack.
So let's give it that, and I want to give it Sentinel, because Sentinel really is one of my favorite things to use, because it is just awful.
1
It's
second.
terrible.
Where'd two-weapon fighting go? Lost it.
Oh my gosh.
You know why?
Feats.
How about we give it sharpshooter, so I can give it a little magical crossbow, so I can attack you guys from distance.
I said the gun thing joking. We don't need to give it a gun.
No, I don't want to give it a gun. So let's not give it a gun.
Why can't I?
Other two-weapon feats. Well, Lonnie is using defensive duelist and dual wielder. Defensive duelist. You can use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your AC for that attack.
Two-weapon fighter is a
Uh.
feat. Or two-weapon fighting is a feat, you said? Or no?
Oh no, two-weapon
Oh.
fighting is a fighting
Oh,
style.
here I am looking at under the feet section. Dear God. Okay.
No. For that, you're actually gonna do dual wielder.
Okay, dual wielder.
Dual wielder is a feat,
Yeah.
and it's you gain a +1 bonus to your AC when you're wielding a melee weapon in both hands.
Yep. Oh,
See,
yeah.
this is why Lonnie's AC is actually
Pumps
like
up.
18.
Okay.
Oh, it's 18 now. Oh, because we leveled. That's right.
I know my.
Yeah, this is why Lonnie's AC is 18, and I forget this
Then-
because when she uses her reaction, it adds her proficiency bonus, which is +3 to her AC, and then dual wielder adds a +1 to her AC.
Okay, so next we have Student of War. What artisan tool would you like this Mudborn to have?
What tools does it get?
I will
I'll-
tell you right now, the most powerful thing that any character can do: calligraphy.
Alchemists, brewers, calligraphy, carpenters, cartographers, cobblers, cook utensils, glass blowers, jewelers, leather worker, mason, painter, potter, smith, tinkerer, weavers, and wood carvers.
It painter.
Painter.
Wait, is Thieves' Tools not one of those options?
Nope.
Huh.
Not for a fighter. Yeah.
Now
yeah.
we-
Let's make it.
Now
Let's paint some terrible little trees.
And how did I give Lonnie proficiency with Thieves' Tools?
maneuvers now. We have ambush, bait and switch, brace, commander strike, commanding presence, disarming attack, distracting strike. You know what? I'm just gonna share the page here.
I was gonna go and say, let's take a look and read a book and reading rainbow.
Get off of my keyboard.
I'll take the kitty.
Um,
Oh, you set the kitty down.
Oh
Okay.
wait, this is level 20. Holy cow.
So okay, I actually need to take a look at that real quick too.
You can pick more than 3 maneuvers, that's for sure.
Yes. So let's give it
2 additional maneuvers on 7th, 10th, and 15th. So that's 3,
I think
5,
it's getting almost all of
7,
them.
and
2,
9.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep.
Okay, let's go to disarming attack,
Disarming attack. Okay.
evasive footwork,
Evasive footwork. Okay.
maneuvering attack,
Maneuvering attack.
menacing attack,
Oh, that's a good idea. That kind of.
Okay.
precision attack,
Okay.
I still like sweeping.
trip attack.
Okay.
The sweeping I feel would be for a bigger creature. Repose, RIPOSTE.
I feel like commanding presence.
Commanding presence.
What is bait and switch? I'm just gonna see what that is.
I was gonna say, what is bait and switch? I can't see it.
When you're within 5 feet of a creature on your turn, you can expend 1 superiority die and switch places with that creature, provided you spend at least 5 feet of movement and this creature is willing and isn't incapacitated. The movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. That's silly since he's a tiny creature.
Yeah.
Fainting attack? Wait, what is goading attack?
Oh, what is goading attack?
When you hit a creature with a weapon, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
Put it.
Yep.
I think,
Do it.
yeah, I think goading goes well with the Avatar of Chaos idea.
Ability score improvements. We're taking another feat.
Taking another feat.
What are we taking?
You did Dual Wielder first. Did you do
Yes.
Dual Wielder and Sentinel?
I have not done Sentinel yet. That
Yeah, don't forget it. Don't forget about Sentinel. Let's give him Sentinel.
Oh, there he is. Okay, we have ability score improvement. I think we should give him extra attack.
Yes.
Okay, ability score improvement. Feat.
Approved initiative, please.
Okay. What would you like to improve?
Approved initiative.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you said improved initiative.
No, it's okay.
Improved initiative is not on here.
Really? Oh, what is it? What would it be called in 5th edition?
What does it do?
Improving your initiative.
It usually. I remember that there was a feat that could do that, but I could be wrong.
I just want to see what brawny is. No. You can increase his, you can increase his
What?
strength by 1, and you gain a proficiency
Oh,
in athletic skills.
Nah.
What about Great Weapon Master?
Weapon
Yes.
Master. Ability
If
score.
when you score a critical hit or reduce the creature to 0 hit points, you can make another melee attack.
Do it.
As a
Rare
bonus
weapon master.
action.
Do it.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, another feat.
you can also choose to take a -5 penalty to your attack roll, and if the attack hits, you add +10 to the attack's damage.
Let's do. Give him lucky.
I was about to I was looking at that and I was like, Lucky's great for chaos.
Give him lucky so he can reroll those bad ones.
Okay, next feat.
Oh God. Give me a sec. I'm actually not even sure.
I think defensive duelist would be smart. When wielding a finesse weapon, which you are proficient in another creature hits you with a melee
Yeah.
attack, you can add your reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your AC for the attack, potentially causing the attack to miss you.
That's one of the
And
ones
we
that
already
Lonnie
gave it.
has.
And we already gave it an extra attack, right? In one of its feats.
This isn't giving it an extra attack.
Oh no, but one of the feats could be an extra attack, correct?
Yes, already done.
Okay. Yes, defensive duelist.
Last one. Feats again?
Yes. And oh boy.
I don't see
Wait, what is
one
fighting
that
initiative?
talks about the initiative. It doesn't mean it's not here, just that I'm not seeing it.
Nah,
No, that's
it
not
may
it.
it may not be a Let's give him.
Skilled or slasher?
What does slasher do?
You've learned where to cut and have the greatest results, granting you the following benefits: increase your strength or dexterity by 1 to a maximum of 20. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack and deal a slashing damage, you can reduce the speed of the target by 10 until you start your next turn.
Yes, just do it. You had me at 10 feet.
Okay.
I need to look at some of these feats because
Holy Christ!
Some of them, to be fair, Melanie, I created for other campaigns.
oh, okay.
But slasher is a 5th edition thing. I just looked her up.
I don't see it in my book.
So I can't put anything higher than a 20 in here, as you can see. It
That's
just
okay.
changes it, so we'll have to add those
We'll
in manually.
We'll give it a magical item that does that. No worries.
Oh, we don't even need to do that. I just need to give it a racial trait.
Oh, that works too. I love how Wilbur and Miguel have just gone so quiet, watching Vishnu become its multi-armed form.
Now, a background. We have a bashed suitor.
I'm just scared to contribute anything at this point.
Melanie, if you're looking for slasher, it's in Natasha's book.
Oh, okay.
Acolyte might
Thank
be
you.
really smart.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have spent your life in service of a temple or to a specific god or a pantheon of gods. You act as an intermediary between the realm of the holy and the mortal world, performing sacred
Yes.
rites. Okay.
Do it.
So,
Do
2
it.
languages.
Give it absurd languages that it will never use.
2 extra languages that it already knows.
Yep.
I want to say that it speaks Draconic and Abyssal.
I believe it speaks those already. Let me get
Oh,
the-
really?
Let me get the languages up. Control F. Languages. You can read a common...
Probably
Oh, no, you don't.
Celestial?
Yep, they have a common, Aquan, and Sylvan. So,
Okay, let's give it Abyssal so you can actually speak to the Black Sun God.
Abyssal. And Draconic is the other one?
Yes.
Okay, we're not even going to worry about the equipment because that's something that you'll do.
Mhm.
I have to.
What is the language of the devils?
Oh God,
Is that Abyssal or?
I always get this confused.
I don't remember if it was Abyssal or Infernal. It was one of the two.
That's the language. Let's see, I want to add languages.
I'm actually not sure.
So it's.
So it doesn't speak common?
It does.
Oh.
It already knows how.
I just have to add that. I have to go back and create the actual race, so I just created a template so I could actually get all this information in.
Gotcha.
It also speaks Aquan. It also speaks Sylvan. Dear God.
If we have any artists watching right now, I will pay money to get a picture of this creature done. I want to see it. I want to see it with my own eyes.
Okay. I'm just going to take it. We have not taken all of its legendary actions. Because fuck.
Legendary actions. You know what? We're not giving it legendary actions.
Okay.
We're not gonna give it legendary actions. Enough is enough. I feel that we've given this thing. Are we done?
No, God, no.
I believe you.
Well, you guys
For
are
now.
done with your stuff. I have to go and create the race of it and everything.
Okay.
I don't envy you. Evlex says there's never enough.
So he has 144 HP, so he's actually pretty low HP right now.
For now.
I will say that I'll mess around with the HP at another time.
Well, I also will be changing the con and the
Yeah,
charisma.
so
and-
that's why that will change.
Yeah.
So everyone, with that being said, holy shit, the avatar of the Black Tongue God, It's-
Tiny.
created by a small cult of Kuatoa. Championed by the name of Evlex, with its shadow companion, Petunas, has now broken ground. God save you when you meet this thing. Best of luck to you, because you're going to need it. Holy shit.
Bring it.
What just happened? What was just made?
A mistake.
Fair.
Yep.
With that, everyone, we'll be saying good night. And thank you for helping with, my God, whatever this was. And I am so proud of this monstrosity that was just made. I have never made a 20th level fighter. And I have been playing D&D since I was 13. This is brutal. The things that this fucking monster is gonna be able to go and do is awful. I look forward to it killing the party.
Yay.
I would also like to say this is why we should never miss out on campaign sessions ever again. Because Daniel has us creating abominations.
Next time, let's just take turns playing the person that's missing. So, like, today we could have just taken turns being Maha.
Poor
We're all
Maha.
Maha.
When they come back and they get to go and watch whatever the hell this was. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm proud of us, everybody. Chat, give yourself a pat on the back, because as cruel as I am, and I am a monster, I am nothing with compared to all of you put together. All of you put together, you put. I am a
Not that
shadow.
sorry. Evlex gave some coins and said, "All hail the TPK."
Hail.
Thank you.
Hail the TPK.
Hail.
Thank you, Evalex and Petunas, and we will match your 90 points in the Discord server. So be sure to look for that. That will happen in the shop today.
Good.
Thank you so much for doing this with us, and
Yes.
for indulging whatever the hell this was just now. And as always, thank you for watching us here at Legion. We are always so thankful to see all of you. Before I go, I want to go and share something kind of special. I said goodbye to my therapist of 2 years today. My health insurance no longer covers them, and I have been sent to a new therapist, someone that they've referred me to. And when I left my therapist today, she looked at me and she said, "Daniel, before you go, I want you to make me a promise about something." And I said, "Sure. What can I do?" She looked at me and she said, "Don't forget about your fun D&D thing." Does she really know what we do? Not really. But does she know that it brings me great joy to do all of this with you? She does. So I would like to go and say thank you for bringing me as much joy as this has in these little moments I can sit down and make a walking atomic weapons when that dual wield magical items. I am I am so blessed to be able to have all of you, and I just want to go and say thanks, not only as your DM, but as your friend, and I really do appreciate it. So, with that, I would like to go and say goodnight, and I ask you to watch over yourselves, be safe, to take care, to wash your hands, keep on wearing your mask, make sure that you get your shots, and I look forward to the day that I get to pull this thing out. Have a lovely evening, everyone, and we will see you soon. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Be sure to
night.
check
Good night.
out our schedule. Join our Discord server. Links are in the chat. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please follow or subscribe through Prime. We appreciate you guys so much.
Have
Bye.
fun.
Bye.
Oh boy. Oh boy. How did that turn into that? Holy